Hey there, loyal listeners. Do you love our show, love our comedy, but wish we sounded more tired and live and couldn't fix our mistakes? You're in luck, because coming up on September 13th through the 14th, we will be having our first Small Beards, Big Opinions 24-hour live stream here on YouTube. We will do a majority of the time together. We might have some guests on. We're going to be playing games. We're going to be doing a live performance of history and hypotheticals. And some of the other times, if one of us decides we need to sleep because, we're human, the other person will take over and do a solo performance. So if you've got nothing going on Friday, September 13th through Saturday, September 14th, get on your computer, get on your phone, get on your tablet, your ancient stone tablet, and tune in to the first, but hopefully not the last, Small Beards, Big Opinions 24-hour live stream here on YouTube. Don't miss it.
Well, hello out there, and welcome to Small Beards and Big Opinions.
Where the world is crazy, but luckily, so are we.
My name is Eddie Boyce.
And I'm Shaner.
And welcome back to our podcast. Woo! It has been a while, man.
It's been a minute.
Today, we haven't recorded any episodes since, actually, that's a lie. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because we did
Since 2018.
Yeah, you heard it. 2018 is the last time we've recorded, so we're coming back
It's
after
been a hiatus.
A 6-year hiatus. Here we are.
I don't like the fact that I just realized that was 6 years ago.
This might shock you. Is it 6 years? Yeah, it is 6 years.
It is 6 years, and I don't like that fact.
2017? 7 years ago.
Stop it.
That's when we started college and
I don't like
graduated
that
high
fact
school.
either.
Okay, well, existential crises and quarter life crises aside, welcome back to the episode. Glad everyone liked the food commercial episode that we did. Very cool. Very fun.
Yeah, no, it was a fantastic episode. I think Eddie should quit his job and become a video editor.
Dude, video editing just takes so long. It's such a tedious job.
It does, but man, are the results worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys have other ideas for videos, let us know. Because we're definitely going to be doing more of them after I've moved, which is coming up. I'm moving to Atlanta, Georgia. So
Atlantic City.
the
The
channel's gonna be a little
lost city
quiet.
of
Nope,
Atlantis.
Nope, not Atlantis. Yo, that'd be pretty cool. I live under the ocean.
The lost city of Atlantis. That's where you're gonna live. You're gonna be the king of Atlantis.
I'll be the king of Atlantis because the only person living there. I'm gonna get Elon Musk to buy me an underwater
The only person
dome.
living there.
No,
Is that
no,
what
no.
you
I'm
said?
gonna commission him to build me an underwater dome so I can live
Yeah.
there.
So you said you're gonna be the only person living in Atlantis.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Holly. Where's she going?
Oh, okay. Well, she can
She's
come
going to
along, too.
Atlanta.
She
I
can
guess.
come along too if she wants. You want to come? You can move with me to Atlantis too. Why not?
I'll move to Atlantis.
All right, the four of us. Sorry, because Cassie's
Wow,
coming too.
you're just here to. You're like, hey, no women allowed. Boys
Yeah,
Club
I
Atlantis.
know. I keep
here.
forgetting. My bad. Misogyny, males. They kind of go together.
Yeah, Eddie's the most misogynistic person I know.
We're gonna move on to our first segment of the day,
Redacted.
where me and Shanner are telling some goofy conspiracy theories that are definitely true and you should listen to because they're real.
I'm gonna start.
All right,
'Cause
go
I'm
for it,
gonna
Shane.
blow your mind.
Blow my mind, Shanner. Expose big whatever.
Now, Eddie, we all know about the sun, right?
I do know
We're
about
all
the
big
sun.
fans of the sun.
I am.
And, they tell us we need vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm here to tell you that, Eddie, you've been vitamin duped.
What?
Because what happens when you don't get enough sunlight?
I get very white.
You're very white, and if you didn't see the sun for several days, what else would you become?
Vitamin D deficient.
Tired. Tired,
Oh,
Eddie.
tired. Yes.
You would
yes.
get tired. So
Why
here's my
everyone's
theory.
depressed in England. Yeah.
Exactly. We're not tired, I don't think. We are low on battery. What if I told you we're all
What?
robots? Highly sophisticated robots. And we're solar powered. And whenever we have a full charge of sunlight, we're happy. We're awake. We are ready to go. But you look at people in England where the sun never shines, or in Alaska where they have constant night. Why do you think they have any solar lamps over there? Huh? Why do you think, sun lamps are a thing?
That's true. They are a thing.
What, you think we need vitamin D? You think I'm getting vitamins from light? Vitamins come from oranges and pills. You're not getting vitamins from the light. That's not how light works. That's not science.
Not science.
So I don't think we're getting any of this vitamin D. Like I said, we've all been vitamin duped
Okay.
because all that's happening is we're getting charged up by the solar panels in our bodies from the sun.
Okay.
Boom. I just exposed big sun.
Big sun. Okay. I want to stay open minded here. Okay. I want to
Yeah,
see the
hit me.
truth. Just one itsy bitsy question.
Yeah.
If we're robots,
hmm
why do we have organs?
well, have you ever opened a robot before?
Yeah.
And what's inside?
Gears and stuff.
Gears.
Depending electronics.
Okay, are you like a
Electronics.
1930s cartoon
I was gonna
character?
say that's a different type of robot. Electronics, I guess, in the modern day.
Electronics, maybe some, maybe there are some gears. What are all those but just robotic organs? And what are our organs but just highly complicated machines? People always say, my body is a machine.
Mmm. That's true.
Suspicious, isn't it?
That's pretty
You know what?
suspicious.
You know what some of these machines are called? Levers, like the way your arm moves.
Mm-hmm.
Your body is made up of machines. They've been telling us this whole time. It's been in plain sight, and we've just been ignoring it. We've been little sheeple walking around, absorbing the sun's energy.
You know what? That really goes along with the fact that birds aren't real.
You see? What,
Wow.
you think birds are also getting vitamin D? Vitamin D doesn't exist, Eddie.
Yeah.
Vitamin C, I buy it. Vitamins A through B? Sure.
Vitamin
Vitamin
D
D?
doesn't exist because we're machines and robots. It makes so much sense.
If we got vitamin D from the sun, why is it not called vitamin S? Answer me that. Where's the D come from?
That's true. Idiot. Stupid scientists. They don't know
Like
anything.
I said, vitamin duped.
Vitamin D. Man, you do a great job of selling these.
I'm pretty proud of that. That was on the spot.
Have you, okay, to get on a little bit of a sidetrack, did you see the TED talk of the guy that started the Birds Aren't Real uh, movement?
There's a TED Talk on
Yeah,
that.
there's a TED talk. Apparently, the guy that started Birds Aren't Real, he was a college student when he did that. He did that for a class. It was a project of his.
Yeah, that's what I'd say if I were exposing big government like that.
Well, no, that's no. Like he purposely did it for like proper. He knew it was fake, and decided he was going to run a campaign to see how big of a movement he could get from this. And so him and mostly everyone in this movement that was there physically with him were just in on a joke.
Uh-huh. Joke.
Okay, well,
Looks like somebody's buying into the birds are a real conspiracy. Way to go. Way to go, Eddie. Way to be a big government supporter.
okay, all right.
They've gotten to your head.
Maybe
I
they
bet you also
have.
believe in vitamin D and the sun.
That's true. That's true. I didn't think about it that way, Shaner. I needed someone like you to illuminate me.
Brainwashed. It's sad to see. Just
Sad to
when you
say.
think you know a guy, you find out he's brainwashed into thinking birds are real and the sun gives you vitamin D. Wake up, Eddie. Wake up.
Wake up.
You've been a sheep for way too long.
Way too long. Okay, Shaner. I also have a truth to expose to you.
I want to wake up.
You need to wake
I'm
up.
done. I am done being a sheep.
Now,
Open my mind.
I will admit this theory, this is a fresh one. This is fresh off the press. So what the true possibilities of this one are yet to be seen. But the clues are there. And the clues are out there and obvious. It's just a matter of when the truth will be exposed. Okay?
I'm ready.
So,
Open my mouth and vomit your truth juices into it.
are you aware of the breakdancing becoming an Olympic sport?
Sadly, I have witnessed it.
Are you also aware that it is now no longer an Olympic sport?
Interesting. Tell me why.
Okay, so this was a big, probably the biggest, one of, if not the biggest memes that has come out of the Olympics. All right.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully, you know where I'm going with this?
Oh, I know exactly where
Yeah,
you're going
okay.
with
So,
this.
for those of you who don't know and have been living under a rock because you're not awake, uh, breakdancing came to the Olympics for the first time this year, 2024 in
First off, I
Paris.
gotta say why, but move on.
That's a different conversation. So, for the first time, it came to the Olympics. And one of the first matches that the breakdancing did was between, I think it was actually, I don't remember. I'm not going to say. It was between one dancer, and the star of the story is an Australian breakdancer called Rachel Gunn, or as she's better known, Raygun, which is a cool name, by the way.
Maybe she should have been Rachel Dunn with this competition before
Okay.
it started.
Okay. Okay. Well, as Shaner is alluding to, this Australian, um, she did really bad. She scored zeros across the board from the judges. She did so poorly of a job, and she was memed into oblivion because of her different moves. I just go look at the memes. Great memes. Um, and then once the Olympics ended, I don't know. I didn't read the statement they released on this, but I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know if it was confirmed or this is just inferred. But they basically quit this because of how badly this girl was and how much, more importantly, how much press this got on how badly she did.
Embarrassing.
It was a bit embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I felt bad for break dancers because of her.
Like a worm having a stroke or a seizure.
So let's talk about Rachel Gunn herself. Okay, so she's Australian. She's a white Australian in her late 30s. Okay, she has a degree in, I believe, cultural movement. I believe it's called.
She needs to go back and get a different degree.
Yep, exactly. And so that's kind of her background. And in an interview done with her, I'm not pulling up the source because I don't need sources because I know I'm right. She had an interview where she basically said, "Hey, I'm in my late 30s." Actually, sorry. Let me back up. Another important bit. Her husband, boyfriend, one of the two, was on the judging committee. Or no, sorry, he wasn't judging. Her significant other was on the committee which organized the breakdancing. Simply put, I'm simplifying things, but that's what happened. So that's how she kind of got it shoehorned into this and convinced Australia to basically pay for her flight to get into the Olympics and stuff like that. Okay? So that was her in. Hey everyone, post-production Eddie here. I have to confess, I spread some misinformation in these facts that I just laid out. I know, boo the bad journalist for falling for misinformation, but here we are. So, Raygun's significant other was not on any sort of committee, either Australian, Olympic, whatever. Yeah, he breakdances, and yeah, he taught her, but other than that, he had no involvement in her getting on, so that was incorrect. The Olympics did not get rid of breakdancing because of Raygun. They said they got rid of breakdancing to bring in more American sports for the LA games, which, I mean, breakdancing is a pretty American sport, so I don't know, but that's what they said on their statement. So yeah, sorry about the misinformation. Back to the episode. Keep in mind, she tried out, and I don't know if she used that routine, but she got in. So, like, she has the moves to get in and, like, actually be good. She just decided to use her own stuff for the Olympics. Or at least for this very first round where she got zeros. My question is why? Why did she decide to do her own routine? Okay?
Is this where the conspiracy theory comes in?
This is where my thoughts and possibly the truth come in. Now, it's too fresh. We don't know why exactly she decided to do this, okay? I have a few theories.
Hit me with those theories.
Number one, Australia wanted to beat America at the social media game. They basically put a social media bug in the Olympics to garner all the attention, and I'd argue they succeeded. Australia bested America. And how dare they? How dare they try to
How
best our United
how
States of America?
dare you send a person looking like a worm having a seizure to the Olympics just to get attention?
I know. How dare they? It's just so degrading, and they should just become American at this point, you know?
You
Like,
know what? I think America should fire back.
they should you know what? That's a good idea. We should fire back. If this is true. We don't know if this is true yet. Still, we need more clues. If this is true, we need to fire back. America needs to do worse at breakdancing.
I want to find the whitest American guy we can find. And don't let him like raise him to not watch any breakdancing at all and just tell him, "Hey, you're going to be breakdancing." And let him figure it out from there with no prior
They
context.
should get the guy who's the pommel horse expert. Doesn't get more white than that.
I think, yeah. So we don't let him witness any breakdancing and we tell him his activity is breakdancing and I want to see what comes out of that.
Mm-hmm. Conspiracy theory number 2. Raygun purposefully created a bad routine. She purposely created a bad routine to get social media famous and be the most, the biggest meme on the Olympics. And she succeeded. She did a good job.
Now, see that one I buy.
And to take it further, she did this so that she would arguably become the most famous breakdancer in the world, overall being racist toward everyone else.
Yes.
Because it's an urban sport and a white woman has taken it over.
What a terrible person.
What a terrible person, man.
What an awful human being.
Raygun, you should be ashamed. Again, that to be fair, this isn't proven just yet, but the signs are there, people. Don't be sleeping on this.
Now, that being said,
The Australian white woman might be racist.
if Raygun herself wants to get on this show and defend herself, we would be more than happy to host her.
That's true. Hey,
If you
that's
want to get
fair.
on here and tell us why you decided to just hump the floor, you know what?
I'm a journalist. I like to hear the other side of the story,
I am not a journalist. I just want to hear why. Because I am baffled.
Okay, that's all I got.
Well, I have been enlightened now.
I hope you have been, Shaner.
I
Don't
learned
sleep
a
on
lot of
these white
things.
women out there. Some of them are crazy.
Let's move on to who, what, when, where, why, whatever that's
Why
called.
did it happen, Shaner? It's called
Why did it
Why Did
happen?
Happen.
Why did it happen?
This is the segment where this is our little game show or trivia game. Not trivia game. I don't know. Whatever. You've
It's a
heard it
game.
before. Both of us are going to give a name of an event and 3 facts, and the other person has to guess why that event is significant. What's the importance of that event? You've heard it before.
Even though Eddie has already broken those rules by giving me a piece of literature.
Okay. Well, I was trying to spice. Forgive me for trying to spice things up. Okay.
You can't break the rules and call it spicing things up.
Yes, I can.
Hey, Eddie,
It's my show.
I'm not.
I can do what I want.
Hey, Eddie, I'm not giving you any clues today. You just have to guess whatever's in my head. I'm spicing it up. You see how
That's.
that? You see how that works?
Yep. All
Eddie,
right, Shaner, do you want to go
would
first?
you like me? I would love to go first.
All right, you go first.
I've got a real crazy one here for you today. Your event is called Operation Z. It took place in 1941.
D-Day. No, I'm kidding.
D-Day was not
I'm kidding. No,
1941.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And the
Okay.
person, historical person responsible, let me get this name right. Try to at least. Isoroku Yamamoto. I do not speak Japanese, and I'm not going to attempt to.
Okay.
Uh, Isoroku Yamamoto. Operation Z in 1941, partially spearheaded by Isoroku Yamamoto.
Bombing of Pearl Harbor. Final answer.
Your job was not to give me the name of the event, but why it was significant.
Okay, fine. Operation Z, otherwise known the Pearl Harbor, I am guessing, is significant because it is what ultimately brought the U.S. into World War II. It was kind of the spark that united the passion of the American people to go to war and
It was the
beat them.
1941, wasn't it? Is that what gave it away?
The Japanese name in 1941.
Yes, that's what the Japanese called Pearl Harbor. I thought that
Okay.
was going to throw you off, but the 1941 is such a famous year.
Yeah, it's like right in that World War II area, and as soon as you give a Japanese person, there's only so many events that they
I should
did.
have picked one of the U.S. generals. I think I would have won at that point.
You probably would have won at that point. I would have guessed, I don't know, something else. But that was a good one. I liked how you gave like a different name for it. That was cool. I enjoyed that one. So you remember how I said that I'd keep to the rules again?
Let's hear how you spice things up this time.
Okay, it's not as bad
I don't
of
know
a
why I
grievance I made
slave
last time,
away
okay?
remaining in your constraints when you run free outside of the boundaries you set up.
Okay. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. You're going to know this, but I need you to be a bit, well, maybe not more specific, but, well, maybe not. I don't know. I wasn't sure how else to phrase this one, so I'm just going to phrase it, and you're just, you tell me how it is, and I might need to lead you. Okay. So your event, the Olympics, the day, March 25th, 1896. The name, and I did practice this, Pierre de Coubertin. I botched that, but you know what? We're going with it.
Final guess, it's the Olympics.
Okay, but why is the day important, Shaner? I'm not asking for the
Um,
name. I'm asking for why it's important.
oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to spice things up a little bit and just give you the name of the event and say it's a winner. How does that feel, Eddie?
That's not
Doesn't
true.
feel
I
good.
explained it. I explained
Doesn't feel
why it
good.
mattered.
Okay, let's see. Hmm, Pierre. So he's French,
Pierre de Coubertin or Coubertin.
and this was in what, 1840 what?
March 25th, 1896.
1896. The turn of the century. Real close to it.
Close to it.
What did Pierre do? Hmm. I'm going to guess because I have no idea. I don't study the Olympics. I'm going to guess that Pierre, our good friend Pierre, lit the first Olympic torch.
Focusing on Pierre. Okay. I'm gonna guide you a little bit here. Why were these Olympics important? You're focusing on the wrong thing. You're on the right
Then
track
why,
though.
okay, why was the 1896 Olympics important? What was going on in 1896? Can you at least tell me where the Olympics were held?
Oh yeah, I can do that in Greece.
In Greece?
Yep.
Okay, because I have no idea, I'm going to guess that this was the first time that other countries were allowed to participate in the Olympics versus just Greek people. That's my final answer. Right or wrong, I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Your heart's in the right place, but you're a bit off. You
Is the first time
are
France?
you are correct that it's the first time that other countries have participated in the Olympic Games because this is the first modern Olympic Games.
Oh, I got it. So they had trains and such.
Yeah, pretty much. So basically, this guy Pierre de Coubertin, there was a bunch of people, but he was kind of like the main person spearheading this. He he's a French guy. So he basically got a bunch of other academic types to convince enough people to bring back the Olympics because they have been dead for a while. I mean, there have been actually that's not a lie. Sorry, I'm reading it. Let me just read this. So the ideas and work of several people led to the creation of the modern Olympics. The best known architect of the modern games was Pierre de Coubertin, born in Paris. Blah blah blah. More about Coubertin, which we don't care. In 1890, he traveled to England to meet Dr. William Penny Brooks, who had written some articles on education that attracted the Frenchman's attention. Brooks also had tried for decades to revive the ancient Olympic Games, getting the idea from a series of modern Greek Olympiads held in Athens starting in 1859. Blah, blah, blah. We don't need to know that. The Greeks had started earlier that time. He basically then convinced a bunch of French people that, hey, we should do this, and basically bullied them into saying yes. Where's that section? Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. All right. It was first agreed that the games should be held in Paris in 1900. 6 years seemed too long of a wait, however, and it was decided to change the venue to Athens. Sorry, I should have specified. And the date to April 1896. Sorry, it's technically March, April, according to the Greek calendar at the time. A great deal of indifference, if not opposition, had to be overcome. Blah, blah, blah. The Greek king opened the games in the first week of April 1896, according to the Julian calendar used in Greece at the time, which is also Greek Independence Day. Not sure that means, but sure.
What an incredible story.
I know, right?
Thanks, Pierre.
Thanks, Pierre. Now I can
Look,
hear about, but not actually watch the Olympics.
here's a hot take for you about the Olympics.
Let's hear it.
We need to dial back the Olympics. Okay?
Okay.
Not every sport needs to be an Olympic sport.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's become a bit unwieldy to watch. It's
Like every time I watch an Olympic, I hear a highlight about an Olympic thing, it's like breakdancing. I know this is probably the first year it was added. Didn't need to be added. Gun
I don't
shooting.
know. Have you watched
gun
breakdancing?
shooting.
Breakdancing is pretty fire.
I'm not saying it's not a good sport. I'm just saying it doesn't need to be in the Olympics. You should stick to a few basic sports. Like gun shooting, that guy is cool. Didn't need to be in the Olympics.
Ooh, I hard disagree. Shooting is like a ancient, like
Yeah,
technique.
archery
thing.
maybe.
Shooting is cool. What do you mean?
I'm not saying it's not cool. Don't mistake that. I just think the Olympics needs to be dialed way back to a couple of basic sports.
Okay, let's look this up. How many
If the answer is more than
events
20, I'm
in
going
the
to
Olympic Games? Jeez. Over. That doesn't help.
what's the number? If it's over 20, I'm going
Over
to
400.
400?
Over 4. Oh, okay, hold on.
That better be like doubles of some things.
I mean, I can like count. I don't want to count because you also got to keep in mind each like sport then has its own subcategories. So like team games, male, female.
Nope, here's how it needs to go, okay? 4 sports. Running. Javelin throwing. Yeah, you know what?
Olympics.
We're going to roast the Olympics.
Okay. Next video, we're roasting the Olympics. Hey, maybe we can do that during our live stream, which you should come see on September 13th through 14th.
Yeah, come watch us gradually lose all coherence.
Yeah. I'm going to lose my voice. I'm going to lose my voice.
I'm going to keep my voice, but lose my mind.
I'm going to sound like Elmo, but if he hit puberty.
You remember that walrus video? It's going to be like that,
Dude.
but worse.
Good video. That was a really good video.
One of my favorites. I could watch that over and over.
Good video. Okay. What's our next section?
Will you press the button?
Bingo! Good stuff, Shaner. All right. If you don't know, folks, we go to the button. Sorry, not the button. We go to the website. Will you press the button? It gives us an option, a good thing, but comes with a cost. And we have to choose whether we would take that benefit and cost.
Now, that being said, we do get a couple mulligans because sometimes someone asks a really stupid question. Like, you get an ice cream cone, but 13 million people die. Would you press the button? Like, we're not doing that.
It's not the most consistent website, but it's okay. We cut out the ones that are bad. So you don't have to know.
Like,
so you're only going to see
this
2.
one, instant no.
You become incredibly skilled at all types of dance, but you have foot cramps the entire time you dance.
No.
I take that.
Dude, have you ever had a foot cramp?
I have, yeah.
You can't dance with a foot cramp.
I mean, you can. It's just really painful. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the way I'm looking at it. So, like,
Is
I
this
already
worth it?
can't dance. So, like, if I instantly get the ability to dance, like, that's
What's that
awesome.
gonna get? What's that gonna get you?
Foot cramps.
Yeah, I know foot cramp. Why? What's the benefit to becoming incredibly skilled at all
You
types of
look
dance?
cool. Your wife really likes you when, during weddings, when, because you can actually dance with her. Uh huh. You can't even argue with
Not
that
worth
one.
it.
Don't even
Yeah,
try
it's
and
still
argue
not
that
worth
one.
it. Dude, I've had a foot cramp. There is no way that I'm dancing a little bit to get foot cramps.
Okay,
No
well,
way.
then just don't dance. Just say
Then
pull
why
it
do I
out.
have it?
Just pull it out during the most best of times.
I still get foot cramps though.
I would press the button.
Nope, not gonna do it.
Okay. Well,
You will let you do it because I want to see how many people press the button. We'll go with your answer.
okay.
Not worth it.
See, I think
See?
these people are wrong. 27% said yes. 73% said no.
Eddie, don't you know whenever 73% of people say something, it's got to be correct. That's how it works.
Hmm.
73% of people can't be wrong about
See, I,
anything.
unlike conspiracy theorists, don't believe everything that's on the internet.
Oh, yeah, and again, I let's go back. I bet you still believe in vitamin D. You know what? It's fine. Let's move on. You want to live your life as a little sheep, walking around, eating the grass,
I do like
absorbing
being
the
a sheep. Thank you.
vitamin D? You know what? Knock yourself out. Go back to your field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rest of us will be over here awake, foot crampless, and charging our solar batteries
Okay.
in our heads.
Next question.
Shoes.
You can fly anywhere, and sorry, you can fly anytime,
Who makes
anywhere,
these?
but your mom will hate you forever.
Why? That's the worst one yet. Who thought of this? This that's just mean spirited. That's not even creative.
Oh, this is great.
No, obviously.
People whose moms are dead are gonna choose yes.
That's true. I was wondering, like, right on her deathbed, can I say yes?
Okay. Who said yes?
Probably people who hate their moms and don't talk
44%
to
said
them.
yes. What?
Yeah, probably people who don't talk to their moms and his moms already hate them.
I guess, but like 44%? I could see like 30 or 20%, but 40? All right. I guess people who are online have more of a chance, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. We're doing another one. That was dumb. Okay. You get your favorite food for free, but it is all you can eat for the rest of your life.
Yes, pushing the button.
Hell no. Absolutely not.
Eddie, you're not seeing the possibility here.
Okay. Let's
You
hear it.
are you are being way too specific. My favorite foods are chicken salads, not to be confused with chicken salad, the mayonnaise mixture with chicken and craisins. I'm talking about salads like lettuce
Yeah.
with chicken and a various amount of toppings on top and a various amounts of dressing.
Okay.
I'm pushing that button because I can customize that salad to be whatever I want.
Okay, but you still need salad and chicken.
Hmm. Dude, I could eat
Okay.
salad and chicken forever. If I had a choice, if I could get the best of both, like the best chicken and the best salad, I would eat that till I die.
I want to critique your choice of favorite food, but that's a discussion for a different time.
Dude,
I don't
you've
want to talk
obviously
about it
not
here,
had. Oh, that's it.
but you're going to get so tired of lettuce and chicken. Do you not recall the Israelites in the desert eating manna and quail for 48 years?
Okay, you know what? 2 points to that.
Okay.
One, yes, if all I could eat was little bread flakes and I'm going to guess like roasted quail, yeah, I'd get pretty tired of it. Because you know why? It's bread flakes and roasted quail with probably little seasoning because they were desert nomads. I'm talking about perfectly grilled or fried chicken on top of, you know how many different types of salad there are? I could customize that. You could put French fries on top, vegetables, all sorts of vegetables. You want something a bit
Sure.
heavier, a bit more like cheat meal kind of thing? You put French fries, you put ranch dressing. You want something a bit healthier? You do grilled chicken, maybe vinaigrette,
Okay, fine.
cucumbers.
I admit that your choice of favorite meal is very customizable. Okay.
You could do it with tacos too.
Sure. That's fair. You'd
Hamburgers,
still get sick and tired of
customizable.
them.
I would be curious to know how long it would take me to
Okay,
get
well,
sick
if
and
you're
tired
going
of them.
that far, technically any recipe in meal is customizable.
Not everything.
Yeah, so like spaghetti, so like pasta and like just pasta,
Hmm.
you know? Let's just say pasta and tomato sauce. There's different types of tomato sauce. You could add meatballs or sausage, or
Hmm.
like different types of pasta. Like you
Yeah,
could technically say that then.
yeah.
Any meals
But
in that case is customizable.
not fully customizable because it would be pasta with meat sauce.
Sure,
So
that's
you can't
fair.
have Alfredo.
No, can't have Alfredo because it has to be
Exactly.
tomato sauce.
With the chicken salad though, it's a different flavor every time. Maybe sometimes I'll choose
Hmm.
balsamic vinaigrette. Maybe sometimes I'll choose ranch dressing. Thousand Island. That's three different flavors already.
I disagree with you on this one. I think you're just gonna get so sick and tired of it after a month.
I
I
think
guarantee you, after having a salad twice every single day for a month, you're gonna be sick of it by the end of it.
I want to know, I would love to see how long it would take me to get sick of only eating chicken and salads.
I like to say that too because I think you're wrong.
Hit your button.
All right, I'm gonna hit it since you let me hit no the other time.
I bet you it's majority yes.
Ha! Take
Darn.
that. 45% yes, 55% no. The majority of the internet is on my side.
You know what? I think the problem is a majority of people don't have the right idea. They go like, "Oh, my favorite food's hot dog, so I can only have a hot dog with ketchup for the rest of my life." No, you
No,
got to
no,
think
no.
of all the different
You're
types of hot
not
dogs.
you're not
You
thinking
got to
about
think of
this
all the
correctly.
toppings.
I don't think anyone's saying hot dog is their favorite food. I would assume like steak or pizza.
You don't think anybody out there has hot dogs as their favorite food?
I'm not saying it's a 0%, but I would argue it's like a decimal amount.
You know what? Steak is customizable too.
Sure, but you're going to get sick of it. Sorry.
But also keep in mind, it's for the rest of your life, not forever.
What
You'd
do you
only have to
mean?
last. I think you're picturing eating salads till like,
I'm
the
dead.
end of
No,
time.
till I'm dead. Till I am dead.
I could do it.
I disagree. Sorry.
If I
Oh,
could eat chicken and salad for free forever, done deal.
all
I
right.
would slap that button right now.
Well,
Burger, never heard of her.
well,
Steak, throw it in a lake.
okay, I
Boom.
get the point. Okay. Thank you.
Cereal, no thanks. Hot dogs, more like not dogs. Rice, not nice.
You good? We done here?
Yeah, I couldn't think of any more clever rhymes.
Okay, good. With that disagreement, we are finished with today's history and hypotheticals. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching, or I guess listening. There's nothing to watch. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you guys liked the commercial video. Look out for that. And we'll be coming back with another history and hypotheticals in 2 weeks or so. Probably 2 weeks. So, Shaner, anything else?
Donuts, more like do not bring that anywhere near me when I'm having chicken and salad. Boom.
Hey there! This is Small Blorps and Big Eptars. I'm Dradi Eshab.
And I'm Ranash.
Oh boy, everyone, do we have a tale to tell you? It has been a weekend.
It's been a long weekend.
Where do I even
We've
start, Renosh? Like,
we've seen things
I don't
that
think I've seen that many guts in one place ever.
yeah, no, except for at maybe like the museum.
Well, yeah, okay, but like those are
Never
at least
fresh.
sterilized and like in a box over there. This was like right in our faces. Anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I wanted to go on vacation.
Right, yeah, we want to go on
After all
vacation.
this drama of you defiling a corpse
Okay,
and making the humans drunk and killing five different civilizations, probably at this point, I haven't kept count. I needed a
okay, that
vacation.
was years ago, man. Get over it. Years ago.
Vacation. I needed a break. And I said, hey, man, you know what? Let's forget the past. Let's go to Earth. I hear they have great lakes and great skies for jetpacking.
They do. Great, great sea, great skies. It's still a little weird the sky's blue, but besides that,
Yeah, that you get used to it after a little while.
yeah. It doesn't affect anything. It just looks a little weird. So, like, I wanted to go jetpacking, just because, different altitudes, different gravity. I wanted to experience that. And then what's the thing you do on
Jet
the waves?
skiing,
Yeah, jet skiing.
I'm a big water guy, I love swimming in the human water. It makes me feel good. And I got a jet ski and I was just cruising around. Look, here's what I know. The next thing I know, I woke up
Right.
surrounded by humans. I mean, they still look creepy to me every time I see one.
Yeah.
I think of that corpse you defiled, and I just go like, "Ooh, that's a human." Uh, and they started like, I think they were worshiping me.
You know what? I think I was there at that point because I was sleeping somewhere else, but I was so tired that they actually carried me to where you were, but I was still asleep. And so I remember waking up and seeing a bunch of these humans worshiping me too, and I saw you. So that's what I remember too that day.
And they built us these buildings, which was super sweet of them. It looked like they were building us little like sleeping cabins because they thought maybe we were too tired,
Yeah, I mean they
after
were
they saw us
stone,
sleeping.
which isn't the greatest, but they were cool.
They were trying with what they had, and they brought us a ton of food, like good food,
Yeah, it was awesome. They were great hosts. I've never been more full in my life.
good entertainment. They were dancing and singing, and
Yeah, they had that one instrument where it's like a bunch of like wooden sticks with holes poked through them.
yeah, I don't even know how they did that. That's like witchcraft.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm impressed with what they did there. That was my favorite instrument there.
And if it would have ended there and we would have left, perfect weekend.
Perfect.
But then, I thought they were bringing me a little pet, because they thought, hey, we were lonely. They brought me this little, they call it a sheep,
Mm-hmm.
a little sheep. It was so cute. And I
Sheep? Is
went
that
to
what they were
say,
called?
yeah, the little fluffy white ones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they brought one to me, and I was like, oh, that's adorable. I'm gonna keep it. Thank you for this gift. And they took it from me. And then they took out a knife, and I said, what are you doing with that? And they slit open its stomach. I don't know what was happening in your little building, but they smeared these guts everywhere.
So they brought out the sheep later. They started with these things. Oh man, they're really small. They can fly.
The birds?
Yeah, the birds.
I didn't get any birds.
They started with birds for me, I guess, because I was flying around or what, There was like a bunch of little gray ones and little white ones. And you thought there was a bunch of them. And then they one by one, um, broke their necks and decapitated them.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, and then I did they throw them in the fire for you too?
Yeah, they did, and they tried to make me eat what came out of the fire. And don't get me wrong, it smelled great, but I'm not into that, you
No,
know?
mine did not smell great. Whatever they put the whole thing in there. Like they didn't even like take like the fluffy stuff off of these birds and the sheep that they eventually did. They just threw it all in there. It did not smell good.
And they gave it to me, and I said, "Ha, no thanks." And I think I threw it at one of them, and I ran out. And they were shouting things like bad and omen and curses. I don't know what that was about, but I got out of there, and I think that was when we met back up.
Yeah, I did something similar. I still had my jetpack, and so I like because then when they tried to feed me, because like they gave me the bird and I didn't want to be rude, so I did eat a little bit of that. But then they killed the little fluffy thing, and that was the last straw. Like, it was so cute. There was no need for them to do that. That's when I turned on my jetpack and I flew through the entire crowd.
Mm.
Just knocked them all over. Just put that thing on full power and just right through the crowd of people.
I'm sure they understood, you know. I'm sure they
Well,
didn't make a big deal out of it.
see, like I could have swore I heard cheers once I left that building.
Well, yeah, they probably said, "Oh, what a great guy. He doesn't, you know, we're okay with this." That's probably what they were cheering.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, that's when I met up with you and we escaped on back here. Escaped? Is that even the right word?
Yeah, I escaped. It was getting pretty freaky, you know.
It was pretty freaky. Man, these humans are vile. Why would they do that? Why would they think that killing little creatures would satisfy us?
You know, I'll never know.
I don't think I'm
Yeah,
going back to Earth for a while now.
I'm gonna miss that fluffy little white thing.
Yeah.